So I was going to go ahead and get some brand new wheels. I was going to buy some steel wheels. They were going to be white. Basically, you kind of follow the idea, Baja wheels. And then I thought to myself, you know what, this thing's got aluminum wheels on it. I might as well go ahead and see what it's going to cost to fix those before I go ahead and buy steel wheels. So I went ahead and took the aluminum wheels over to the repair shop to get them fixed. But the problem that we have with the aluminum wheels is that I got to use inner tubes. So I'm starting to think to myself, maybe I shouldn't get the aluminum wheels fixed because I got to use inner tubes, and if I'm going to use this to go off-road, I got to actually put air in the tires to the maximum, because if you run tubes and you take air out of the tires to get better grip on the trails, then that can lead to the tires spinning on the rim and not holding a nice bead, and then of course now you got the inner tube inside it that is wrinkling up and all this other stuff. So now I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should go ahead and get some steel wheels and just be done with it. I think what I need to do is I really need to call these guys. Let me see here. Maybe I ought to call them and tell them to be put on hold before I go getting those wheels fixed.
All Metals Welding.
Hey, this is Pete. I brought them aluminum wheels in yesterday.
Yeah.
You haven't started on those yet, have you?
No, sir.
Okay. You said you probably won't get to them till next week, because I'm doing some research, is what I'm doing. Because with those wheels, I have to use inner tubes because they're a two-piece wheel. So can you hang off until I get back with you on those to repair those?
Absolutely, be happy to.
Because I really didn't want to use inner tubes, but if I have to, I will. I got to do some research first, okay?
Okay, sounds good, Pete.
Okay, I'll call you back. Just hang off, buddy.
All right, man.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
I'm starting to think that it might be better to get the steel wheels due to the fact that I can actually go tubeless with them. I'm just thinking here. I actually tried to call H-Ball on that action, but he doesn't answer his phone. And when you don't answer the phone, when you're asking questions, I mean, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get her done.
People call me good, some people call me bad, some people call me, and I always come. Some people need me, some people want me. If you think you don't worry, 'cause you will soon. So Diablo, eres Diablo. Well, I'm you and you're me, we're all burning in hell.
So my main objective of today on this is we're going to go ahead and take the shocks off, and we're going to send them in to get those rebuilt. Yeah. That's what our main objective is. Now, I believe these are air over hydraulic, so I'm going to go ahead and let the air out of this shock, and hopefully it's not going to blow up in my face. And I tried to call our buddy H-Ball to figure some action out on this, but he's not answering the phone. He's not talking to us. He's got other plans and other ideas of what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'll just go ahead and take the shocks off and send them in. They need to be rebuilt. It's a situation that has to be done. I actually told H, I said, why do I need to rebuild all four of them? There's only two leaking. His theory was, okay, there's two leaking now. You get those rebuilt, and then 100 miles down the road, the other ones are going to leak. Which basically that would be my luck. Another thing that I'm looking at is I'm going to go ahead and remove the springs on these. I'm not going to send the springs in. H-Ball told me that these springs are specifically made for this vehicle to make sure that I mark them. So I will do that. And then I'm going to send the shocks in to have them rebuilt. Shocks haven't been off of here in a long time. I don't know if I told you the rest of the story. The rest of the story is actually now we have a problem with the carburetor. Something is going on with our carburetors and we don't know what it is. So yeah, that's kind of the rest of the story. I found out the other day, H-Ball told me that, oh, by the way, yeah, on the left carburetor, there's a broken piece in there that you'll see it where I JB welded it back together. So, yeah, that's nice to know, H. I appreciate you telling me that. It seems like every time I talk to H, Big H, there's something else wrong with the car. Every time. One way or the other, something's going on. Ow, motherfucker! Damn it! Son of a bitch! Oh, I just hit my fucking finger with the fucking hammer! Fuck! Damn, that fucking hurt! Fuck! Ow! Bitch! Damn it! I'm trying to get that out of there. The thing's rotted in there. Damn, that fucking hurt. Damn it! Man, this is really turning out to be a real fucking clusterfuck of a deal, and I'm really not starting to like it. God, man, shit. Dang it. Man, I don't fucking believe that. Fuck. Ready? Let me guess, that's stuck on there too. Go get the rubber mallet. So I'm really starting to have second thoughts about this, and thank you. Yeah, you kind of get the idea. Okay, so I had two of them. Is that two of them that was on there? Yeah, I'm really starting to have second thoughts about this whole situation, and maybe I should go ahead and put it up for sale. Because, I mean, this is just really turning out to be way too much action. You know, I gotta make a living. Can you go over here and hold that bolt, please? You know, I gotta concentrate on making a living and putting food on my table. And there you go. You got it? Okay, watch out. Now there's a spacer in here. We can knock that out. Keep that with that. Does this have air in it? Is there air in this? There must be air in this shock. Gotta let the air out of these shocks. Can you give me a little screwdriver, please? So, if I bought these shocks, they're like $400 each, $75 to rebuild. I actually thought that was pretty reasonable and, you know, workable for me. But as far as like, can you get a little screwdriver or something? There's one over here. That's all I need, just something. Okay, so you brought me two.
Yeah, bring it over because I don't know what you want.
That one doesn't have any air in it. And this one has a lot of air. Okay. All right, so this one didn't have any air in it at all. So that's telling me that this one might need rebuilt too. You know what I'm saying? It might have leaked down or something. More than likely we'll be putting brand new bolts on it too, so there's another expense. That's what we got here, look. Now what's going on with that idea? Why didn't you use 3/4 all the way? Give me the socket down. Give me a socket, 5/8, 11/16 something. It just ain't working out right. Something's going on. Okay, so that one ain't gonna go in. We gotta let the air out. Okay, it's the next one up, 11. Give me a socket.
But they're in the wrong spot then. Sorry.
Can you hold the wrench, please?
I'm all screwed up.
I don't have nothing screwed up. You're the socket girl. You're the one supposed to. Watch it. You're the one supposed to.
You're complaining so much about having to spend all this money and repair all this stuff.
Oh, look at this. Look at that right there.
Why
Can you
don't
see that? Can you see that, people? That needs rebuilt. Wow.
Why don't you just put regular shocks on there instead of?
Okay, hold on a minute. What are you asking now again? What's going on?
Since you're not going to be racing this car,
Okay.
why don't you just? And you're just going to make it into. You already told me you're going to make it into a street car.
Yeah.
Why don't you just put regular shocks?
So you want me to go ahead and just buy some regular shocks for a car like this? You're shitting me, right?
You said you're going to make it.
But you're shitting me. That doesn't. I said I'm making it street legal. That means I could drive it up and down the street like a side-by-side razor. That doesn't mean I'm driving it to New York City. So you see, people, that's the situation you have. Is most people don't understand, like she doesn't. If she knew what's going on here, she wouldn't be asking that question. I mean, I can go to Napa and buy some $18 shocks and put it on here. But is it gonna ride right? Is it gonna bounce around the way it should bounce? Is it gonna ride the rocks the way that it rides over rocks? Is it gonna get stuck in the sand when I take it sand duning?
You ain't going to take it.
You wanna bet some money? That's the first thing we're doing. We're going sand duning with it, me and H-Ball. This one looks broke. This probably costs more money. This is gonna be more money build job here. I'll bet you $100 they say they're gonna have to replace this. That thing, look at the difference. Can you see? Can you see, people? Can you see? And I'm supposed to use a regular shock? Yeah, okay, sure thing. Come on, these are heavy, please. Take them, get them out of here. I'm gonna use a regular shock on a car like this. Well, we got the shocks packed up. They're on their way to the Fox factory. A couple of shocks we found were very extremely in dire need of rebuild. I don't know if I showed you that. I think I did show you that. I did show you that. So it's going to probably cost more than $75 a shock to get rebuilt. The next thing I'm going to do is I got all the parts to fix that axle right there. So I'm going to go ahead and take the axle off. We're going to fix that. And then once again, we're going to do a brand new four-wheel disc brake operation on this. And I got all that ordered, so that's on its way for that. And then let me tell you about these drum brakes here. These are called staggered bearing drums. They were machined out specifically for these spindles. And for some oddball reason, I don't know why the guy told me, but he can't get brake parts for him. So he said that this doesn't match that and that doesn't match this, and he didn't know how they put it all together and all this other crap. So I just said, you know what, fuck it, let's just go with four-wheel disc brake situation and be done with it. So that's what I'm going to do on this. This will be a four-wheel disc brake operation going on, and hopefully it'll all work out on that. I just saw something that really sucks, is that this line here is not a braided steel line. This is a rubber line, and it's cracked and old. So I'm going to have to order a braided steel line. Wow. All right. So we'll have to measure that out and figure out where we're going to buy one of those. That's great. Thank you very much. I'm still debating on the wiring harness. You know, I'm kind of going to go ahead and agree with H-Ball that the wiring harness looks really good in here. But it's in the back that doesn't look that good, so we're just going to have to trace it all down and track it all down and see what's going on. This used to have 4 lights up here. H-Ball said that he wrecked it and busted these ones. And then, of course, you can see this. So it's been a very stressful day today, and it's been a day that's telling me, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to take this money pit on and, you know, take it to the extreme of getting it road rash ready? I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of shatterproof plexiglass, and then I'm going to make a half windshield for this. And the reason I'm going to do that is because when I'm sitting in the car, I don't want wind blowing in my face. I'm not going to put any glass anywhere on the side or the back windows. And it's still going to be a Baja. It's still going to be a Class 5, but it's going to be street legal. Once again, I'm debating whether to go ahead and get the side-by-side razor action turn signals and just mount them in the dash, or go ahead and hook up the turn signal arm. I don't know yet. A lot of talking today, sorry about that. What about the wheels and tires, my friend Pete? What about these fucking things? Well, let me tell you about them. They're 30 years old. They got inner tubes in them. And I'm getting the wheels rebuilt. I'm getting them fixed. So I decided what I'm gonna do, since this ain't gonna be a daily driver and I'm not gonna take it rock crawling, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the tires that I need. I'm going to get Maxes for the back, which are the 3310s. What do we got? 3310 15s. And then on the fronts are 700 15s, whatever those are. And we're going to get brand new tires, but I'm still going to run the tubes. I had a guy tell me, you don't want to run tubes because when you let the air out, then the tube is this, that, and the other. I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to go to the extreme of taking air out and putting air back in it and all this other bullshit. I'm doing this for a hobby. I'm going to drive this car on dirt roads, mild trails, possibly go out in the sand and have some fun, and I'm going to make it street legal so I can drive it downtown Moab. I mean, it's going to be a hobby car. We're not driving this thing to New York City, and we definitely aren't going to race it. So that's my prerogative with this thing. And one more thing is I got to get back to work. I've got to get back to work because I have to put food on my table. So there you go. The money pit's actually coming along. Now H-Ball did say that he had the original gas tank that was in there. It was a 20-gallon aluminum custom-made gas tank. He's going to give that to me. He's going to bring it over. That's going to save me about $350, $380. And he said that the gas tank was the original one that was in there, and it works perfect. So, it's time to say goodbye. Hopefully, we won't run into a lot of situations or problems, and the money pit will go along smoothly. I want to go ahead and thank everybody that has donated their hard-earned cash, and when I say donate, I'm not talking just giving me free money. I'm talking about buying one of my beautiful art pieces that I make. And I hope that you enjoy that art piece. And if you would like, I'm going to ask everybody that bought one of the art pieces to actually send me a picture of it hanging on their wall, if that's okay. And you can get my email down in the description. And if you want to buy some artwork to help fund the program of the Money Pit, contact my friend Pete. I got a lot of art left over. And I would be honored to make you a custom My Friend Pete picture of the pictures I have left. Take it easy, and we'll be back on the Money Pit. One bolt at a time, people. One bolt at a time.
Some people call me good, some people call me bad, some people call me, and I always come. Some people need me, some people want me. If you think you don't worry, 'cause you will soon. Diablo, eres Diablo. Well, I'm you and you're me, we're all